My name's Alex. I'm from Columbus, Ohio, in the United States, and I am currently a radio broadcaster, YouTuber, TV person.
So what do most Koreans, in your opinion, think of foreigners?
Koreans are generally accepting of us, but we are different. We're the outsiders. We're the neighbors, in a good way. It's kind of, they accept us, they're welcoming, they help us, they do a lot for us, but we aren't quite part of the family, the neighbors.
So in your experience, how have you been treated here in Korea?
Oh, well, 99% of the time, I've never had an issue. Generally, too, they've treated me better than they would another Korean, I think, just because Koreans are kind of willing to go the extra mile to make outsiders feel welcome. It doesn't always happen, but I'd like to say, yeah, like 95 to 100% of the time, like 99% of the time, that's generally how I feel I've been treated.
What kind of stereotypes exist here for Americans?
For Americans, we all live like they do in the movies in Hollywood. Like, I don't know how rich they think every single one of us are, but there's kind of like this expectation that we all have that sort of lifestyle. We got guns. I've never owned a gun. I shot a gun maybe twice in my life, I think. Americans, we speak English pretty good, even though not all of us do, but they really think we do.
What kind of stereotypes exist for white Americans?
Wow. How deep you want to get on this one?
Go ahead, give me what you got.
So, I'm gonna get a lot of judgment on this. I think they view white Americans as the quote-unquote model minority. Maybe in the same way that white Americans treat Asians in the United States. It's like the model minority. It's the way that, it's the good ones, the good neighbors. Like, they're different and, you know, there's issues, but they're okay. I think that's probably how they treat white Americans in Korea.
Have you ever experienced discrimination here in Korea?
Yeah, sure. There are times that you can't get into certain restaurants or clubs. There are times that I've been passed over for jobs. I don't think it's common for me, but I'm sure it's happened.
How did you deal with it?
My first year, I complained about it too much. I don't know, with my friends, but that's how I dealt with it, probably. Just complain about it inside your own friend circles, and it's not really much more that I did personally. I think having that community of foreigners who understand that, like, oh, I've been through that, you've been through it, we've all been through it, kind of thing. First year, I think I complained too much, and now it's just kind of sit back and evaluate a lot more. Is it something that's a huge deal? Is it terrible that they didn't let me into a bar once? Like, I don't want to say I accept it now, but I'm realizing it's not as bad as I initially thought it was.
Would you have any advice for people who may be living in Korea that are non-Koreans that have experienced some form of discrimination, or they feel like they are treated differently because they are not?
I think in general, the long-term approach is the best way, and that's to have this conversation openly with Koreans and to talk about how discrimination makes us feel and how it actually affects us and how it can hinder your economic progress, how it can affect relationships. I think in general, having this conversation is a step to help the next generation of Korean leaders really understand what it's like to be not Korean, basically, to be of a minority population. Two, though, if you are actually discriminated against in a way that has a serious effect on your life or your family's life or your friends' lives, bring it up. I think don't be afraid to go to the police, even if you know they aren't as willing to accommodate and help you. The more we bring it up, the more we talk about it, better visibility it will get. Which leads to number 3, which is when somebody in our community, in the foreigner community, has something to say about discrimination or not getting the job they wanted because of their race, then it's on to us to support that and to really have their back, because it can be a frustrating process in Korea to raise issues with some of the ways that some people have been treated here. So I think those are the kind of the 3 little steps to take. Conversations, bring it up if it's you that has been affected, and then support the people who have been affected by it. Hey everyone, if you liked the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and check out Alex's YouTube channel. It'll be wherever Mike usually puts it. I kind of forget where. Probably in the description, but up here as well. And as always, we want to hear what you have to say because it's all about the conversation. Keep the conversation going below. Talk about it. Talk to your friends about it. Tell us what you think. Tell me I'm an idiot. And there's actually better things to do. Oh, and click that notification bell too if you haven't already. And I guess that wraps it up. Oh man, I only remember your old one. So y'all be cool. Peace. Cut.